Good morning, my dear student. Myself is Dr. Kunal Das. So, I am experienced in this field more than 7 years in the JEE and NEET, and I am an expert on chemistry. So, now I am going to discuss the important concept of chemistry is nothing but a thermodynamics. And this thermodynamics essentially is a nightmare for the student, but I will give you simple tips and tricks so that you can do it very easily. There will be no problem at all in this chapter and you will be very solid enough in the concept. So, let us start the thermodynamics. First of all, thermodynamics has a very correlations with what? With has a equilibrium as well as is nothing but a kinetics. Why? Because the reason is, if you look at thermodynamics is used to say about the feasibility of a reactions, whereas the kinetics used to give the speed of the reaction, whereas equilibrium is to give the direction of a reaction. So, if you need to know the feasibility of a reaction, you need to know the energy. Whenever the energy is come into the picture, then you can see in the worlds around you, the lot of physical and chemical changes is taking places. Clear? So, then thermodynamics chapters, if you look at thermodynamics chapters, if you look at this thermodynamics is nothing but this chapter deals with various form of energy and its interconversion and its interconversions. This is nothing but a thermodynamics, nothing else. If you look at, dear student, thermodynamics is nothing but a what? It deals with the various form of energy and its interconversions. So, then if you look at, then we can need to know there are few basic definitions. What is that? First of all, what is system? The system is nothing but a what? Anything real in this world is nothing but a system or which is under considerations. So, anything real or which is under considerations, which is under consideration is nothing but a system. Clear? So, then once you know the definition of a system, then you need to know the definition of a surroundings. So, likewise day night, system and surrounding, they are in a relations. So, then surroundings. What is surroundings? Surroundings is nothing but the rest of the part of universe excluding system is nothing but a surrounding. Excluding the system, excluding the system, rest of the part of universe is nothing but a surrounding. Then by we can say simply universe is nothing but a what, my dear? Universe is nothing but a system plus surroundings. System plus surroundings. So, universe is nothing but a what, my dear? System plus surroundings is nothing but a universe. So, then this basic definition we need to know. After that, we need to know what is boundary. If you look at boundary is nothing but a what? Boundary is nothing but a the substance which separate the system from surroundings. the substance which separates the system from surroundings is nothing but a boundary. The boundary, there are two types of boundaries possible. Boundary, there are two types of boundaries possible. One is fixed, another one is nothing but a movable. If I give a two example, my dear, you can easily understand what is fixed and what is movable boundary. Suppose if I take an example, there one bucket is there with filled of water. So that means the top layer of the water is nothing but a fixed boundary. Whereas if I consider there is a one bucket is there and the water is constantly coming from the tap into the bucket. So that means the top layer of the water in the bucket is constantly changing. So that is why that is the example of a movable boundary. Whereas where the first I told the water is there in a particular bucket, so that means the top layer of the bucket is nothing is changing. So that is the example of a fixed boundary. So these are the basic thing first of all you need to know. Then we have to proceed for the different types of system. We understand what is system and surroundings, then you need to know what is we need to know the types of the system. Types of the system. Types of the system. Types of the system we need to know. So then we have to proceed towards the types of the system. Then you look at. Then you look at in the types of the system. So system can be classified into three categories. System can be classified into three categories. The first one is nothing but a closed system. And second one is nothing but a open system. And then third one is nothing but a isolated system. So that means system can be classified into three categories. What is that, my dear? One is nothing but a closed system. Another is nothing but a open system. Another one is nothing but a isolated system. And then in the closed system, what is the speciality of this system is there? Here I am giving the example, then you will understand very clearly. First of all, if I give a example of a closed system, hot cup of tea, or I am giving the example of their hot tea in tiffin box. Hot tea in tiffin box. So this is the example of a closed system. Why? Because when there is a hot tea is there in a tiffin box, after certain times the tea slowly will be cooled down and the surface, the top layer of the tea, slowly the vaporization will start and the vapor is not able to go out because the tiffin box is covered. So it will be there inside the tiffin box as a water molecule, drop of water molecule. So that means the mass of the tiffin box inside of the tiffin box is not going to change. But with progress of the time, what is happening? The tea slowly will be cooled down. So that means it exchanges the energy but not the mass. So that is why the closed system is nothing but the system which can exchange the energy but not the mass is nothing but a closed system. So that means we can write down here the closed system means the energy exchange is possible. Energy exchange is possible. That is what I am putting right. Right means energy exchange is possible, but the mass exchange means what? Exchange with the surroundings is not possible. That is what I am putting here big cross. The energy exchange is possible, but the mass exchange is not possible. This is called as a closed system. Then in case of a open system, what will happen? If I give an example, then it will give you more clarity. Hot tea in a cup, and if you placed in a table, hot tea in a cup, hot tea in a cup, in a cup. It's an example of a open system. Then what will happen, my dear student? With progress of the time, then from the surface of the upper layer of the tea, slowly the evaporation will start. When the evaporation will start, then in the form of a vapor, it will lose the mass, as well as with progress of the time, it will cool down. That means it is exchanging the mass and energy with the surroundings. So that means open system is nothing but that system which is exchanging the mass and energy with the surrounding is nothing but a open system. So that is what we can write down here itself. Mass exchange, we are giving mass exchange possible, that is what we are giving a tick with the surroundings. Energy exchange possible with the surrounding, that is what here I am giving the tick. And then the next category is nothing but a isolated system. The isolated system is nothing but that system where the neither exchange of the mass or nor exchange of the energy is possible with the surroundings. Suppose if I give the example, it will give you more clarity. Suppose the tea is in thermoflux, tea is in hot tea, obviously the hot tea is in thermoflux, hot tea in thermoflux is an example of a isolated system. Why? Because in case of a thermoflux, already we know if I put a hot tea, up to 1 day it will be a hot, longer time period it will be a hot. So that means it is not exchanging the mass or energy with the surrounding. So that is what we can write down, mass exchange not possible. And then energy exchange also not possible. Both cases cross, means not possible. Whereas in a closed system, only energy exchange is possible with the surrounding. Whereas open system, mass and energy, both exchange is possible. Whereas in isolated system, both mass and energy exchange is not possible. So that is why the system can be classified into 3 categories on the basis of exchange of mass and energy. And moreover, I want to mention over here one point, the real isolated system is never exist. Why? Because you know, if I put a hot tea in a thermoflux, after 2 days and 3 days, if you check, you will see it will be cooled down. So that means mass exchange is not happening, but by the by, in the longer period of time, energy exchange is happening very slow rate. So that is why ideal isolated system is never exist. It is a theoretical concept. Clear? So now that is why student, the next class I am going to discuss nothing but I will start from thermodynamic variable and then we will proceed accordingly. Thank you.